Hey, what's going on YouTube? So thought I'd make a little vlog today, just kind of let you guys know what's going on in my life this week. We had another great chat on Saturday night on the HVAC group. We did a hangout and it lasted to the wee hours of the morning again, so that was good times. Such a good time that my wife may be putting me on hold for that. She did not like how long I was online, and I can understand, but so she's either shutting me down on Saturday nights from doing the HVAC chat, or she's just going to limit me to like an hour or two or something like that. So maybe one of those things was like everything in moderation. I'm sure she will be fine with me doing it for an hour and a half or so, but I can understand. She just doesn't want me being on it all night when I could be spending time with her and stuff like that. And frankly, she's better looking than you guys, so I should be spending time with her. So just wanted to kind of update you guys on that. I don't know if it's like one of those things where, you know, it might be like every other week on Saturday night. I might try and host it. Maybe somebody else could host it and kind of take over and make that chat happen. That would be awesome. That way I wouldn't have to, you know, I could just dive in and out whenever I needed to. So that's what's going on there. Still doing the networking groups. I go out every Wednesday and hit my networking group, and it's like a BNI. It's called Latip, and you know, it costs some money to join it, but any leads that any of the members from there have, you know, as long as they like you, those leads will come to you. So I've already made my money back from the membership of joining that group, and and the leads continue to come in. So that's nice. That's paying off. That's working. It's nice to see some of my advertising money working. Because I've been doing Home Advisor too, right? And this week it's just been a bunch of crap calls, man. I mean, I got one call, and I just went out there today, and it turned out to be a condenser coil was punctured. He was trying to install a hard start and was using like inch and a quarter, inch and a half screws, zips, and punctured his own refrigerant line. So funny how the big company comes out and they're like, yep, you need a new air conditioning and new coil. And then I get out there and I'm like, yeah, I can just repair that puncture, no problem. Really is not that big of a deal. Pretty straightforward job. Just got to pay for the refrigerant and a few hours of my time, and we can get you up and going. So that, you know, that's $1,200 for a Home Advisor call. So you pay out a lot of money for the leads you miss, but the ones you get can really turn into good money. I've gotten several installs already this year. I say several, like 3 installs so far, but that's more than paid for my Home Advisor leads, you know, like, so, and I build that stuff into my job so that, you know, you got to make a profit so that you can pay for advertising and things like that. So some companies have been around forever and they don't need to advertise anymore. They already have word of mouth. But new companies like me, new companies like some of you guys out there, we got to be out, you know, we got to be out there shucking and jiving, doing whatever we can to make ends meet and get jobs rolling through the door. So you know, that's kind of who I'm talking to right now. So I have 3 bids out there right now on installs. I had a 28-year-old BDP gas electric HVAC system in a beautiful part of downtown Sacramento, and they are low on refrigerant after having to replace their condenser fan motor last year. So they just moved in a year and a half ago, but already they're deciding, wow, this thing looks like a money pit, and let's just move forward with replacement. So I hope they do go forward with replacement. That seems like the better option to me. And you know me, guys, I'll tell you whether you need to change your system out or not. You know, like that guy that got the puncture in his 8-year-old Goodman. Does he need a new system yet? No. Just repair it and get the other, 8 to 12 good years of life left out of that system that's coming to you. You already paid for that. You don't need a new system. But a 28-year-old BDP that's looking like it's going to cost about $500 to $1,000 to keep up every year, yeah, that's time to change your system out. So I got a quote going with him. I gave it to him last night. He saw it this morning on email and let me know that he got it. So we'll see if he goes with me. I mean, I'm not the cheapest guy in town, but I'm damn sure not the most expensive guy in town too. I hope when you decide, whether to go with me or not, you're saying, well, here's a guy who can do quality work. I know you haven't seen the work that I do yet, but I hope that just by the way I sized up your house and the way I talk about things comes across as, hey, this guy is concerned about my family and the safety. He's concerned about installing this thing correctly. He's going to pull a permit and he's going to get this job done correctly. So that's the message that I'm trying to convey to customers when I'm sitting down at their dining room table trying to get the deal done. So I think he sees that, and so hopefully we get that job. The other job we have out there on a bid was a 28-year-old. No, it was like a 32-year-old carrier air handler on a. I forget how old the Goodman heat pump was, but she said that she wants to. She just came out and was like, "Hey, I want to get a new HVAC system and new ducts. What can you do for me?" So I gave her the bid, and I have a feeling she's a little finicky with her money and may not go with me because like I said, I'm not the cheapest guy in town. The other bid we have out right now is on a upstairs house. We got 571 square feet. There's a 2-ton package unit, heat pump package unit, already hooked up to the roof, but it's like 30 years old. So they called me out and were like right away, yes, we want to change this system out. What can you do for us? And so at first I tried to see if the system was salvageable, and then they were just, as I was doing it, they were just shaking their head no. Like, change this system out. So I saw this system. Whoa. All right, buddy. I saw the system. Almost collided there with a truck. I saw the system and I saw how much airflow it was pushing through 3 registers up in that house, and it sounded like a freaking hurricane going off. So noise level, that started coming to mind. The homeowner's wife, she says she's a light sleeper, so I brought up mini splits to them, and so now they want to go forward with mini splits, and they're going to also re-roof their house. Crazy thing about this job is this particular house is way out on a windy single lane road, which isn't so bad, but the driveway, after sending the crane company out and pre-siting the job, they said there's no way they can get their crane into that driveway, and then they do have a gravel driveway, and they would be able to get the footings down fine, but they said the angle of the driveway, or the angle of the road with the angle of the driveway, is just too much to back it in on a single lane road, single lane like driveway. So I kind of thought that was going to be the situation there. So probably going to end up leaving the package unit, the old package unit, up on the roof and installing 2 mini splits. So I'll talk to, unless you guys have any other ideas about how to get that thing off the roof, but it's a 2nd story package unit, and I don't know how to get that thing off of there. And long bed crane is about the only thing I feel safe, getting that thing off, because you start doing riskier stuff, and you start dealing with liability and damage and hurting people and damaging houses and stuff. So what else? 3 home warranty calls got issued to me. I forgot to turn them off, so I got 3 home warranty calls I gotta run tomorrow. Maybe I can get some video on it, but I'm kind of, like, as we're coming into summer, I'm already busy enough. Like, I feel like I don't need to be slammed to be successful. So I've already had 1 install this month. I've had enough installs, and I'm well on my way to having a good year, that I don't need to be bombarded with home warranty calls and be out there in the field, running my butt off doing busy work for peanuts. You know what I mean? So you can go out there and do lots of calls, but the money that you're clearing is not really that great. So I'm seeing that. So for companies who are just out there getting started and have, they can't get their name out, they're struggling getting their name out, then yeah, I can see it being a good thing. But I'm with 2 home warranty companies. I just shut them both down. Maybe later on in the summer I might be available, but I doubt it. I'd rather take my downtime, because I'm productive enough where I take my downtime and I will do something with it. I do Craigslist. I put Craigslist ads out, but that takes a little bit of time. So instead of being out there getting bombarded with those calls, maybe come home and bust out a few ads, and then work on this, work on that, make phone calls, touch bases with people, do quality checks on the phone. Hey, how's your system running after we got it up and going? Things like that. So I do have several property management companies now on board, so I've got like 5 or 6 that I feel good are going to use me this summer. I just need to touch base with those guys and make sure they know I'm still alive and still here and ready to work for them. Remind them that I'm going to give them a good deal on repairs, and that I'm very attentive and responsive, and we'll get right out and get working for them. So I think this is going to be a great summer. I'm looking forward to it. It's it's 85 degrees today. I think it got up to this is about the hottest part of the day. So it's going to cool down the next few days. But here we go, guys. I mean, this is going to happen. We're going to get into summertime, and this is going to be exciting. And so me as a new business owner, I got to manage it. Get my club members one at a time when I'm out there in the field, drumming up business. When I do get a customer, try to make a club member out of them so that I can get out there and do maintenances for them twice a year. This is the way I will grow my business. This is the way that I'll sell my business someday, is by having club members and having, hopefully, I'm not saying I'm going to get huge or anything, but I'd like to see what I could do. I don't want to give up, 4 or 5 months into my business just because a lot of people are saying, dude, don't try to get big. It's a big hassle. It's going to be a huge headache for you. There's lots of blah blah blah. It's just like yeah, okay, I get it. But I started this business plan with the idea of doing that, and I'm not going to quit after 4 or 5 months. Maybe in a few years, check in and see if I have gotten even any bigger at all. Like if I've even hired one person yet. Because that seems like the biggest struggle, is just getting that first person hired. But I don't know that I'm ready for it yet either. So let's see how this year goes, and then we'll figure out next year, be able to anticipate better if I can support another employee. Got my uniform shirts on the way. They're made right here in Sacramento, but I got the royal blue t-shirt coming with the Fox Family logo. I also got a big 10-inch Fox Family logo on the back side. So, and I got it, I think it's like all the colors are there, like 4 or 5 colors on it. So we got like 12 shirts coming. So I'm liking that, ready for summer. I like these shirts too. Like, these shirts are fine as long as you don't wear the t-shirt underneath, which can be a little Fonzarelli. Hey, you know what I mean? Like, got my neck. I don't know, I have this extra button down, you know, and I got my gold chain going. You know, I'm good, you know. But these shirts are actually really airy. I mean, so they breathe very nicely. So, but I like t-shirts too. So if I'm doing busting out installs or something like that, I'll wear those. If I'm out doing a service calls or maintenance calls, you know, I'd probably end up wearing my uniform shirt. Well, that's it. I mean, I just kind of wanted to update you guys on what's going on with me. I've been, you know, I still keep up on Facebook. I watch all you guys and keep up on what's been going on Facebook and YouTube and stuff. And so keep posting those videos. And I apologize for what may happen on Saturday nights. I mean, so like those chats have been going great, but I gotta understand I'm a married man, and my wife wants some of my time as well. So we will figure that out, boys. Like I said, if somebody else wants to take over and, you know, start hosting that chat on Saturday nights, that'd be awesome. Like, take the burden off of me. So maybe one of you single guys are out there and don't have anybody to answer to, but I do. Okay, well, I'm getting ready to pull up on my next job. Thanks so much for watching, and sorry this got a little bit long, but I hope it's okay with you guys. Have a great one. We'll see you on the next video.